Well, I am very excited to be here with somebody who I admire greatly, Monkey from the Addicts. Thanks again, Monkey, for being with us here today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And we are here outside of SLO Brew here in San Luis Obispo, and you guys have played here quite a few times over the years, and you're coming back. This is the first show for a tour that you guys are doing, right?
Yeah, it's just a small tour, 6 shows over Halloween, or Halloween week as we're calling it, so we're trying to throw a little party every night this week.
And that's saying a lot, because your guys' concerts are always, in my opinion, a party. I mean, the theatricalness, the energy. And so tonight, is there something special planned for tonight that we should be looking forward to? Or?
Well, yeah, there's a few changes, a few surprises. Yeah, so it's not the regular show.
Okay.
I mean, it's not so far removed from what we always do, but we've added a few twists and a few treats. And a couple of tricks, too.
A couple tricks, okay. Well, I am very intrigued, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And again, that's saying a lot coming from the Addicts, because I see a lot of shows here in San Luis Obispo at SLO Brew, but I definitely, you guys, when I think of just pure energy, theatricalness, you guys are just in a league of your own. So, I know a lot of people locally, too, who have talked about, the Addicts and say, wow, did you see the Addicts play here last year? And so your name carries a lot of weight here in San Luis Obispo.
Oh, good. I mean, that's what we hope to get of it. We do put a lot of work into it. It may look chaotic, but it's organized confusion.
Yeah.
And it's kind of our job is to act and create reaction.
Yes.
Make something happen.
Yes. Well, speaking of action and reaction, I kind of wanted to talk about one of your most recent album, 2012, All the Young Droogs. That is the last material that you guys have put out, correct?
Yes, that is. We're in the process of moving towards another album right now, just slowly switching the mindset back to writing and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's in the, embryonic stages right now, but that's it. And we did record a couple of, we recorded a couple of songs a while back, and we did a couple of remixes. And our intention was to put out some limited edition vinyl for this Halloween special. Nice. Well, yeah, but we couldn't find anywhere that could actually press it in time, because it's hard to get into vinyl pressing plants right now. They're very busy.
You're right that a lot of the pressing factories, there's some still in Eastern Europe, I think, but it's not easy to get content out on vinyl, even despite the popularity of vinyl.
Right. Yeah. It's I don't think the industry has caught up with the demand yet. In some way. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're out there and you're looking for a good opportunity for investment, touch base with me and Monkey. We're going in on a limited liability partnership to invest in vinyl pressing factories. So I think it's the next big boom, right?
Is that 50-50 or?
60-40. I have to bow down to the master a little bit. I can't.
All right, I'll do that.
I can't claim that I've been doing really much professionally for 30, 40 years. And you guys can claim that, self-proclaimed one of the longest running original punk rock bands who still tour from 1975. That is just, it blows my mind, Monkey. I mean, that's, you guys, no signs of slowing down, too. I mean, after all these decades.
Well, it's this the thing we love to do, and we wouldn't want to give it up for any reason. So it's and it's all about being on the stage, really. The rest of it is, it's okay, it's traveling and all that, but it gets tiring. But we do it for that hour or two that we live on the stage, and release our second souls or whatever's inside us, and it's kind of magical. So.
Well, I think in interviewing a lot of, I met Captain Sensible, Dave from The Damned, and Pete Shelley from the Buzzcocks, and I'm amazed by the energy of especially kind of classic punk rock era bands, just how healthy that performers are, how energetic. I mean, it kind of keeps you young, right? I mean, versus having a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, it's a workout, Yeah. So, and it keeps you, physically and mentally active too. I mean, particularly with us, we're a theatrical band, so I have to, be creative, or I want to be creative and innovative. I don't like repeating myself.
Gotcha.
As far as performance and costumes go, I'm always looking for something new, and that's for the audience, and that's for me too, because it drives my creative juices. It's like, we've got some Halloween shows, so I have a theme to work with, so I enjoy that aspect of it. So.
I think it comes through. I mean, your standards, you're always raising the bar. When you and your bandmates, are talking about touring, I mean, do they get kind of nervous and go, oh man, Monkey's got big plans for this tour. I don't know if we can live up to his expectations. Are you the one that's always kind of pushing the envelope for what to do next? Or
yeah, but they pretty much give me free reign. I mean, we loaded up last night and yesterday morning a little, and they were going, where's all that stuff going to fit? And what is all this stuff you brought? Because I got some new ideas, and they pretty much go with it, and and sometimes they don't even know what I'm going to do. I mean, they kind of like not to know what's going to happen sometimes. Like
there's some mystery boxes with big like Riddler question marks, and it's like, don't touch that. That's Monkey's secret stash for tonight, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Monkey, looking back over your just really prolific career, are there any like other artists that you've performed with over the years that stand out? Collaborations? I mean, I love kind of the classic punk rock era, the Damned, Subhumans, Buzzcocks, etc., etc. Any way back in the day in England, any bands that you toured with that you still have fond memories of to this day?
We didn't really tour with a lot of the bigger punk bands at the time. That kind of came later because we were slightly behind that original wave, really. Once we actually started playing shows, the whole Sex Pistols thing was already out there.
Yeah, you formed in '75 and okay, and then some of the material came out in '79. I know you guys did a Peel session in 1979.
Yeah. So that was very good. But we played around with bands like we played with Chelsea quite often. And then we hooked up with, a little bit later, we played with Temple Tudor a lot. But we did some, we've always been open to anything. We did some kind of eclectic shows as well. We did a tour with Bad Manners.
Nice.
We opened for the Bay City Rollers. We opened for Gary Glitter. We played with bands like Hanoi Rocks. And,
wow, okay.
It's just a bunch of stuff just to get out there and play, really. But lately we've, because punk has got a bit more nostalgic with all the festivals and all that. And so I actually have got to know people in bands that I used to admire. So, I was big into the Vibrators. And so, we became friends with Knox. We played with them a few times.
Nice.
We're now on friendly terms with the Damned, which were, idols to me. And, we're just like, hey, how you doing? And all that.
But we're actually here with Pete. And Pete, we were just talking with Monkey about, over the years, all of the especially more recently with the revival in interest in classic punk rock, that you guys have had the opportunity to do some tours with artists that when you were coming up that you really admired.
Oh yeah, we've played with everybody now. It's just kind of, we're spoiled. Many times with the Damned, the UK subs of course we love playing with, the Die Totenhosen, who were absolutely huge in Germany. I think they're the biggest band ever, or something like that. But yeah, I mean, there's an endless list. And the Exploited, of course. We enjoy playing with Watty. He's a good laugh.
Well, guys, one question. I know in looking at your bio, I read a little bit that in the 80s, you guys temporarily changed your name to the Fun Addicts.
No,
that's not correct?
That was for a TV show.
Oh, that was for a TV show. Could you tell us a little bit about that? I haven't heard the story on that one.
We've been basically booked to appear on a kids' TV show that went out around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening. Okay. This is when the Bad Boy single comes out, so it's part of a promotion for that, And so we went up to the studio, which is in Manchester, and we were just getting ready or whatever, and a producer or something comes in and says, seems like we have an issue with the name of the band. We don't think it's think it's appropriate for a children's show, and what do we want to do about it? And somebody said, well, we'll call ourselves anything, like the Fun Addicts. And before we knew it, that was running on the credits, That
was just a very temporary thing. Not since that time have you guys wanted to be called the Fun Addicts, because that's like you want to hold up your middle finger to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks guys so much. We'll let you get back to sound check, but thanks again, and we really look forward to tonight's show and seeing all the great things in store coming in the future, including that vinyl pressing. I'll be on the lookout for that whenever it does come out, the next one.
Well,
so
it's going to be on our company, right? So.
Okay.
Yeah. Taking control of everything.
No, he and I are
we're
going into business.
Yeah, you missed that, Pete. Pete, you snooze, you lose, brother. You showed up late for the interview. We already have a deal.
Sell him some of your 40%.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll fill you in later. All right, guys. Well, thanks again. Appreciate it. Thank you.